limping the tractor home on a Monday morning as the transmission decided it wanted to get to its last leg. So just cruising right along, about 1 mile away from home. Gonna go about 1.5 the whole way. Yep. Welcome back, YouTube. So today we got to work on a tractor. We got to split it apart. The high-low clutch packs went out on it. The low clutch pack went out probably a month ago, and then today we were feeding hay bales over at a neighbor's, and halfway there it started grinding, and then about 2/3 of the way back home, when we were about a mile away from the farm, the actually got so bad that we could only drive 1.5 miles per hour. So it is pretty well completely toast. So we're gonna get it in the shop here, get it all split apart. We'll pull the hood and the cab off first, and then once we get that stuff off, then we can split it apart. So you'll have front half of the tractor, back half, so we can get inside the transmission, get those clutch packs swapped out, and see what else, if anything else went wrong inside there. So, but yeah, so we'll I gotta get the split rail system out. That helps to support the tractor while it's split apart. And then once that's set up, then we'll bring the tractor in and get to it. So yeah, setting up the rail system here. Just put a few bolts into it, tighten them up good so the rail's nice and smooth like. Once that's done, get the actual rollers on there. So the tractor will sit on those rollers as we split it apart. Get it in position, close the door, get looking at it, and realize, oh yeah, it's always easier to split a tractor when it's clean. So took it back out, started washing it up and get it all cleaned up so it's easier and slightly less messy anyways as we get through it. Alright then, first things first though, is I am getting rid of the shin buster, because I know if I leave that on, it's going to hit my shin eventually. So alright, so yeah, so we're going to be pulling off. We'll pull off the hood, pull off the cab, and then it's going to split right down the middle right there. And then I believe there's a second split right there, and transmission is right in there that we will be pulling out and pulling apart to get into those clutch packs. So that's all right. It's still recording. Just doesn't, it saves battery that way. So. All right, so far we've got most everything tore off of this, just the mounting bolts left on the cab. So we've disconnected steering lines, which are these right here, seen down there. And then this line here is going to be going off the pump up to the steering. Disconnected our hoses for the HVAC, for the antifreeze. Took off all of our AC components for the HVAC, so to get cool air, because those hoses run up into the cab, because all the vent systems on top of the cab. So it's easiest just to pull that stuff off, set it right inside the cab. Brakes are disconnected off the cab. Throttle cables disconnected off the cab. Loader assembly mounts, these right here, disconnected. Brake, parking brake back in there. Let's see. Right there. Hooks into this right here. Cable's hanging there. Transmission oil drained. What else is there that we pull off? In the back here, there's a few levers and knobs. All those little round balls there had these connected on. So those are all disconnected. And there's a small cable also for the 3-point. It's hard to see. It's gonna be up. Yeah, you can't see it from there. So everything's disconnected then. So the cab can come off. Just got 4 corner mount bolts. That one, and then one. Let's see. It's gonna be underneath the floor. See if I can get the floor pulled up here. One-handed. There we go. Got that one there, and then same on the other side. So I'll pop all those loose, and then get into some sketchy fun of lifting this off with the skid loader. So here we go. Yeah, so there we go. Got the cab off. Had just enough room for it. Guess I figured that one out just right. But yeah, so the cab's off now. So now we can support it underneath with our rail system, and then we'll split it apart right here. And then once we pull it all the way apart, then we will once again take it off there, and then we're going to take all that out. That's going to have our clutch discs that I know are bad in it, the power shuttle, the high lows, and then, but we are probably also taking a peek inside here, which is going to have all of our gears, just because our third range has been popping out of gear. So I'm thinking hopefully there's an adjustment, but otherwise it's probably possibly put a new gear in for that. Since we're this far, we might as well just get everything that we can done on it. So yeah, check that out. Someone went and made a nice little nest. Little varmints. That could have been a nice little fire probably eventually. Had it been summertime and we were working this thing hard, it probably would have. But all right, so that's where we are at. So I think I know the fuel tank has to come off, and of course transmission goes out when it's about 3/4 full of fuel, so we'll have to drain it first, otherwise that's going to be way too heavy to take off. And yeah, so after taking some time contemplating and looking it over, come to the conclusion I don't think I need to drain the fuel tank. I think I can just lift it out with my hoist here. So just going to strap it up good and then dismount it, and should be able to carefully remove it without having to take out the fuel, because there's probably about 30 to 40 gallons of fuel in there right now. So all right, so I was trying to remember if these loader brackets that mount with those 3 bolts, these 4 bolts, and then it goes into a bracket there, if that needed to come off. And now that I'm getting into it, it does. Because in order for this bracket to come off, to get back into these bolts, I believe, I better double check that, pretty sure. In order to do that and get split apart, there's no way it's going to come off, because we can't just slide it back. I remember that last time, because these bolts come through. So We can't just simply slide it back. But I'm gonna, maybe not though, because maybe we just take those two out. And as long as I can get to all the bolts that split it, then maybe it would just slide apart. I'll have to keep looking at that. Alright, so just getting the last little bit set up here on the rail system, just tightening them up, getting them supported underneath so that they will support each end as it comes apart. Alright, so I think we are ready to split this thing apart. We are down to just 4 bolts, I think. It's going to be this one, this one, this one, and then one more down around the side just like that one. And then it should split right apart right where that crack line is. So, I got my 2 jacks supported there, and they're on wheels, so they just roll once we get those out. thank you so much for watching our video and just part one of splitting this tractor apart and getting into the transmission. We hope you enjoyed learning how that kind of works, and hope you subscribe to see future videos. So until next time, so long.